Yeah, my name's Griff Green, and I'm co-founder of the White Hat Group and co-founder of Giveth.
Right, awesome. So, yeah, what do you think about this conference? It's not a conference, I don't know. It's like community meetup, on a scale.
I mean, it was definitely a conference, but I think that it was great. It was so nice to be able to have all these people at the same time.
Right.
A lot of the times I don't go to actual conference, or I don't go to the people talking.
Okay.
I just hang out with and talk to people. But this time there was like all these tracks at the same time, and there was just no way I could not go. There were so many good talks.
Yeah.
I had to see them.
I totally agree. I was really like, when I see the lineups, like, oh my God, everyone is here. Let's do the meeting here. So, yeah, could you give us some, thoughts on what's you're doing, what's Giveth about?
Well, Giveth is kind of just decentralizing charity. The idea is to build communities around causes and take the good ideas that are generated by people that are trying to make the world a better place and have them spread virally amongst these different communities. It's trying to do a lot of things. Giveth is a community focused on blockchain for good. So any projects that are excited about trying to change the world in their own little way, but they don't have a for-profit model, we try to collect them in one place. That's our social coding campaign, so that they can kind of collaborate, find people to work with, and get a little bit of funding as well. At least that's what we're doing right now with the blockchain space. The overall goal is to build effectively DAOs for charity. Right? Instead of having a foundation or any kind of other legal entity, you can kind of like what Argon is doing for companies.
Yeah, exactly.
The same idea where you can have a blockchain-based entity that's just trying to make the world a better place. And we never take a cut. We manage transparent donations so people can donate in. The money flows through the system completely transparently.
Yeah, that's a fundamental problem with
and no one takes a cut, right? We try to minimize the mining requirements as well as much as possible.
Yeah, so I wish you basically kind of reach this viral effect and this networking effect kicks off. So wish you the best. So we at Chronologic working with Piper on Ethereum Alarm Clock is effectively a scheduling protocol. So scheduling transactions to the future. So what's your thoughts? How this could change? Ethereum ecosystem, or in general how people could utilize that.
Well, I mean, obviously there's lots of things that need to get scheduled. There's time requirements for things. We live in a fast-paced world, and you could think of at least like Giveth. We have this part of it that's kind of like Gitcoin or Bounty's network or Status Open Bounty, where you have a reviewer that's supposed to review changes. And if that reviewer had to put up some stake, that would be lost if they don't, make a yes or no answer after a certain amount of time. Or there's all sorts of timing things. I'm sure like ENS and all these other things where there's some kind of competition within a duration or some kind of requirement, you need the alarm clock action to incentivize someone to push the button, because that's how Ethereum is. You need someone to push the button.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a fundamental problem. You have to be like on spot in time just to interact with Ethereum today. So
I mean, Piper made that years ago. Right? It's not like it's not a fundamental need.
Yes, it is. So it's fundamentally needed. It just needs some more love probably and more spread, People used to design stuff in a pool manner right now. So kind of smart contracts are, when you're pooling stuff, they might check the, constraints on time, whether it's within a bounds or not. That's what was done today. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there are some real problems with it. I mean, the idea that you put out a bounty on a transaction and then you have the whole world trying to get it, and how to mitigate those issues is that's a real conflict. And I'm sure there's other little tricks that will need to be worked through, but this is the magic of Ethereum. We have a Turing-complete programming language. We just throw engineers at it and it'll work.
Exactly. So we love this about the community. So everyone trying to put their small brick into the community, basically make the whole thing much better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Griff, it was awesome talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you. And if you guys have trouble finding a profit model, come to social coding.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
hey,
thanks, man.
Hey, man. That was good. Nice talking to you.